Elliot Rosewater for the KPXI Radio, the only nuclear-powered radio station on God's green earth. Tonight we're mobile, and I mean mobile. We're on the air, live. We're going up on the Apple Podcast. We are different, unusual, rare. And tonight we're going to be talking about, well, whatever you want. Call me. You pick the subject tonight. Joe, I'm leaving the lines open, so when they call in, just read to me what they're asking me to talk about, because I'm leaving it to the fans tonight. This is my co-pilot, Joe. Say hello, Joe.
Hello.
We don't know where we're going. Probably into the Twilight Zone again. A funny thing happened to my bodyguard and me. We were in this time zone, well, a different one. Like, it was a cowboy ranch, and we got lost in it. Time slowed to a walk, right? Okay. So we left we went there for an hour. We ended up spending 6 hours. That's how laid back it was. And when we left, Joe pulled over to the side of the road. He said, just a minute. And I said, what are you talking about, just a minute? He said, we came out of that time walk too quick. And he was right, because the traffic was zooming by. I mean, we were doing, wow, it's the fast moving life that we had just left 6 hours ago. When we came back, we felt it like, God, what a rushing, what a headlong dash toward nothing is the fast society. We just spent 6 hours on a ranch talking with a cowboy, watching him work his horses, getting some old leather, taking some photographs, having a beer, having a relax, having a bite to eat. And it was glorious, and it went so quick. Like 6 hours, my ass, I don't spend 6 minutes anywhere. Anyway, we've been back there since, and we bought the pea green boat. There was a boat for sale, and we bought it. So now we have the pea green boat from the poem, The Owl and the Pussycat. And I'll just read it to you once again. I'll recite it to you. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The owl looked up to the stars above, and he sang to a small guitar. Oh, lovely kitty, oh kitty, my love, what a beautiful kitty you are. You are, what a beautiful kitty you are. Kitty said to the owl, you elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married, for long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring? So they sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the bong tree grows. And there in the wood, a piggywig stood with a ring at the end of his nose. His nose, with a ring at the end of his nose. Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? The pig said, I will. And they took it away from the married next day by the turkey that lives on the hill. They dined on mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. And hand in hand, at the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon. The moon! They danced by the light of the moon. Now that was written by Edward Lear in about 1890, I believe. I'm not sure of the date, but it was a long time ago. And the trippy pictures of the owl and the pussycat on the internet, take a look. It's like, are you kidding me? An owl and a cat falling in love and getting married and running away? They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. What a delightful little nursery rhyme. Edward Lear was weird though. The Victorians were weird, and so are we. While riding on a train going west, I fell asleep for to take my rest. I dreamed a dream that made me sad, concerning myself and the first few friends I ever had. It's a long song, so I'll cut to the chase. How easy it was to tell black from white. It was all that easy to tell wrong from right. and our choices were few. So the thought never hit that the one road we all travel would ever shatter or split. I wish in vain that we all could sit simply in that room once again. $1 million at the drop of a hat. I would give it all gladly if our lives could be like that. A hungry horse, a heating cold. Never much thought we could get very old. And many a first road taken by many a first friend, and each one I've never seen again. Well, that's been my desire, never to be in that position where each one of my friends left and moved away and never seen again. Well, I defy that logic and that math, because the Ghost Cowboys and I assemble, 4 or 5 times a year, and on the 15th they're all coming in we're going to have food and ribs and beer, and we're going to sing and dance, and we're going to promote my book, and we're going to promote everything that we do. And look at that moon. Looks like it's got like a hat on it. The sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and is coming out to play. Oh, the sun has got his hat off. It's a very unusual day. So the sun is behind the clouds and he's got his hat off. But when he's out, oh wait a minute, it's the opposite. He's got his hat on when he's hidden. But when he comes out, he takes his hat off and the sun shines. Oh, the sun has got his hat off. Hip, 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat off and is coming out to play. The British are a silly race, but lovely. They've got the best nursery rhymes and the best sense of humor, and I'm one of them. I used to talk through my teeth when I first came over here, like the Beatles, but I don't talk like that anymore. And it also grays a different Liverpool accent, but Paul McCartney and like John Lennon, they talked up through their nose a bit, They went to art college, And the average Liverpool guy said, oh, right there, went down to the cabin and saw the Beatles. They were great. I loved them, yeah. But the upper class Liverpudlians, I said, look out, trying to be, who he's not. Anyway, Liverpool people will not let you get away with it. They will call you a shit on anything phony. And there you have it. All right, this went long, but that's the way it goes.